Yo, what's good everybody? It is finally October, which means it's officially the start of spooky season, and with it, Murky Divers just got a brand new update 0.7. In this update, Embers Games added some crazy new features that I promise will completely change the way you interact with the sub. Murky Divers has been going crazy with these updates recently, and there's still more to come, as in this update, they included a roadmap full of exciting new changes that are coming later this month and beyond. I'm excited to talk about all this with you today, so let's get right into it. Let's first talk about this update's new creature. This thing is called the Murderer, and it's gotta have low spawn chances because it for real took me 2 whole hours to find it. The Murderer is this super ugly jellyfish blob thing that will chase you very quickly, instantly killing you with one swift bite. This bro is a savage for real. He kept trying to bite me even after I was dead, and then stared down my lifeless body menacingly. That's crazy. I don't know what the best way to counter this thing is. I literally only encountered it the one time, and that's what happened to me. So this isn't the craziest creature added to the game, but just wait until you see what else they've added with this update. The biggest part of this update comes in the form of some massive overhauls to the submarine. Specifically, there is a new sub designed for 1 and 2 person dive teams. When you open the game and enter the screen to choose a host server, there's a new option at the top where you can choose whether you want to play for 2 or 4 players. Select the 2-player option and you will notice the sub has been entirely redesigned and remodeled, making the sub so much easier to work with less people. For example, the steering wheel and propulsor have been combined so you can work both at the same time. The sonar has also been moved to take the place of the compass in the front of the ship, which makes navigation so much easier and is definitely my favorite part of this update. They also moved the body part shredder over to where the shower used to be and converted the back of the sub into the living corner, completely removing the bottom half of the ship. They've also added hints and tutorials for new players to be introduced into the game loop, but that's not all. You'll also notice this little health monitor with 3 hearts around it, as well as this random wrench stuck to the wall. Now, whenever your sub is attacked by something like the Kraken or the Loch Ness Monster, you'll have to use the wrench to fix holes all throughout the sub. There is 1 heart for every hole that could pop up, so if you notice you're missing a heart, that means you still have a hole. Damage done to your sub will also affect how fast it's able to go, so make sure you fix those holes as quickly as possible. These changes to the sub are amazing in my opinion. Having to make actual repairs and fixes to the sub just makes going from destination to destination way more fun and interactive than it was before. I also do spend a lot of time playing this game solo, specifically whenever I'm making videos and checking out the new updates and stuff. So I love and appreciate how Embers Games not only thought about the single player experience, but did something to make it better. Now in the patch notes, they also included a roadmap full of things that they've added since the first major update, but also with things that they plan to add this month and beyond. I do have videos on all of this, by the way, so if you don't want to go back into the patch notes yourself, you can take a look at those videos instead. Taking a look at the roadmap, they've got some awesome stuff planned for us, including 5 to 8 player submarines and a new something on October 10th, an Atlantis biome which sounds super lit, and something having to do with Halloween on the 28th. But beyond October, we have even more to look forward to, including a challenge mode, mod support, which finally they are adding mod support. I have been waiting so long for them to do this. New creatures, new items, and more. Embers does remind us that this is a living roadmap, meaning that things are subject to change depending on development priorities as well as community feedback from you guys, the players who play the game. That said, Murky Divers has really been impressing me recently. Every update they've had had something really exciting, interesting, and meaningful to add to the game. I'm not gonna lie, when this game first released, I really didn't have the best impression of it. I thought it was just a cheap impersonation of Lethal Company or Subnautica, but I've really come to grow to love this game. And now that we have more information on what we can expect in the future, it makes me that much more excited for it. But that's just my opinion. I would love to hear yours down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Murky Divers content. But otherwise, thank you guys very much for watching. Y'all take care of yourselves. You be easy, stay positive, and of course, I will catch you guys on the flip. Woo!